I'm Carol Vorderman, and it's Monday! But it's perfect 10. Yes, it might be a cold day in February, but it's always bright here on Perfect 10, your Monday to Friday brain workout. Okay, 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. Every day, I'll give you 10 head-scratching puzzles, riddles and questions to educate, to entertain and to irritate you. There is a total of 50 points available by Friday. It only takes a few minutes every day, so what will your score be by the end of this week? Well, are we all ready to kick Monday's butt? Then let's start today's Perfect 10. Question 1 is your starter for a perfect 10, as hopefully this will get you on the scoreboard heading for 10 correct answers today. So here we go. Which letter comes next in this sequence? S, M, H, D, W, M. It might sound complicated at first, but with a little bit of logic, the answer will present itself to you. And since I'm feeling generous, today I'll give you a clue. The clock is ticking. Question 2 is our hearsay round, as ever. You're about to hear a sound file that relates to a well-known phrase or saying. You have to put the sonic pieces together, and then you will get your answer. So what phrase is hidden in these sounds? So say what you hear. It is called hearsay, after all. What phrase is hidden in these sounds? We heard a pair of birds, and it did sound like they were being hit with something. Okay? Take that. Give me the well-known phrase or saying. Don't forget, you can pause if you need a bit more thinking time. That is covered in the Perfect 10 rulebook. You just can't go online and try and find out the answer, okay? Moving on, and we call question 3 Carol lateral thinking, and it involves a bit of pop maths. Take the number of members of the original Spice Girls lineup and then multiply that by the number of members of the original Take That lineup, and what do you have? Moving on, question 4 is what we call our memory game. You'll need to pay close attention to all of the information in the following clip because there's a tricky memory question straight after. So, brains in gear, everyone. Here's the clip. And today it's a recap from the Perfect 10 Athletics.
A great day of athletics today. Records have been broken and legends have been made. In the 110 metres hurdles, Muller secured another medal for Germany, while it was the French that led the way in the long jump, taking gold and silver. The javelin saw a new record set by Maria Kowalewski from Poland, an impressive 72.8 metres. And finally, the 20-kilometre race walk saw Brandon Beasley bring home a silver medal for Team GB. Join us tomorrow for the pentathlon, shot put and the hammer throw.
Well, I hope you're paying attention because here is your question. What nationality was the long jump gold medal winner? It's all there in the clip, but can you remember who took the gold in the long jump? You'll have all your answers after today's final question. We move on to questions 5, 6 and 7, which are all part of a group we like to call the 3 Fs, frivolous, familiar and fun. In other words, categories that are common knowledge. So if you've been keeping your eyes open and mind engaged, you should have absolutely no problem at all here. Question 5, here we go. The flag of Mexico features an eagle with what other creature in its beak? I'm sure you've got the answer slithering around in there somewhere. Was that a clue? Maybe. Question 6. Vorsprung durch Technik is the advertising slogan of which car manufacturer? It's German if that helps at all, and my accent's probably very bad, but there we are. Let's get musical for question 7. Who is first to cross the road on the album cover of the Beatles' Abbey Road? If you can remember all of their names, then you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting the answer right. But try to visualise the album cover and see if the answer appears. So, how's your score today? Heading for that perfect 10, maybe? Well, let's see if question 8, 1 in, 1 out, can get you another point. All you have to do is either change or remove a letter from a word to make a new word. So here we go. Which letter can you change in the word head, H-E-A-D, to make a medieval drink? Can you feel a perfect 10 adding up for you today? Well, let's see what question 9 can do to your score. This round is called I know this. As with a bit of logical thinking and common sense, a point will be yours. Here's a question. Which is the only planet in our solar system not named after a Greek or Roman god? Go through the names and you need to find which one doesn't fit. And here we are at question 10, our daily riddle, as ever. A confused bear walks 10 miles south, 10 miles west, then 10 miles north, and ends back where it started. What colour is the bear? Pay close attention to the directions. That's the biggest clue you're going to get for this one. If you haven't got it, don't worry, because the answers are coming up very shortly. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, please send me your puzzles to @Perfect10Carol on Instagram and TikTok, or leave a comment on YouTube. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. But did you get a perfect 10 score to make this a perfect Monday? Let's find out. Question 1. Which letter comes next in this sequence? S, M, H, D, W, M. The answer I was looking for was Y. Yes, Y. Because they relate to units of time. S for seconds, M for minutes, H for hours, D for days, W for weeks, M for months, and Y for years. Question 2 was our hearsay round. Which well-known phrase or saying is this? And the answer is 2 birds with 1 stone. Ouch. Question 3, and I asked you to do a bit of pop maths. Take the number of members of the original Spice Girls lineup, then multiply that by the number of members of the original Take That lineup, and what do you have? Well, we have 5 Spice Girls multiplied by 5 Take That boys, which gives you 5 times 5 equals 25. 25 is the answer I was looking for. Question 4, you heard a clip from the fictional Perfect 10 Athletics Championship there, but I wanted you to recall the answer to this question. What nationality was the long jump gold medal winner? And the nationality I was looking for was French. Question 5, and we're into the frivolous, familiar and fun questions. The flag of Mexico features an eagle with what other creature in its beak? And the answer is a snake. The eagle is said to represent the sun, and the snake is said to represent the earth. Question 6. Vorsprung durch Technik is the advertising slogan of which car manufacturer? And the answer is Audi, and it translates to led by technology. Question 7 was all about the Fab Four. Who is first to cross the road on the album cover of the Beatles' Abbey Road? And the answer is John Lennon, followed by Ringo, then Paul, then George. Also in the photo, parked next to the zebra crossing, is a white Volkswagen Beetle, which belonged to one of the people living in a nearby block of flats. When the album was released, the number plate LMW281F was stolen many times from the car. And in 1986, the car itself was sold at auction for £2,530. Question 8. Which letter can you change in the word head, H-E-A-D, to make a medieval drink? This was 1 in, 1 out. Change the H to an M, and you've got the word mead. Question 9. Which is the only planet in our solar system not named after a Greek or Roman god? The answer is our own planet, Earth. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune are all named after Roman gods, and, well, I say Uranus, you might say Uranus, is named after the Greek god of the sky. So now you know. Question 10 is, as ever, our daily riddle. A confused bear walks 10 miles south, 10 miles west, then 10 miles north, and ends up where it started. What colour is the bear? And the answer is the bear is white, as it must be a polar bear. The only place you can walk 10 miles south, 10 miles west, and 10 miles north and end up where you started is the Arctic at the North Pole. So, did you score a perfect 10? Remember, make sure to subscribe to the podcast and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our episodes. Before I say goodbye, I'll leave you with today's anagram, which jockey is an appropriate anagram of taken it for ride. Taken, taken, it, FOR, for RIDE, ride. Find out tomorrow when it's a whole new day of questions, brain teasers and puzzles. I'm Carol Vorderman, and that was my perfect 10. So I hope you have a perfect day.